Hello, BookTube. I've got a little mail for you here, one package and one box. The box might be a finished copy for March or even April. That would be nice, very nice. I'm always in the market for finished copies. It's a beautiful, bright, fluffy, clouded day here. I have a feeling that spots of rain are coming in the next few days, and it's getting cooler. That little window of beautiful, warm weather that we had is closing for a while. Uh, Nevertheless, I am seized with an urge to do what is typically called spring cleaning. That burst of warm weather, the ability to have the windows open for an hour at least, really made me want to clean out closets, sweep out dead spaces, that sort of thing. Uh, but that's going to have to wait. It's getting a little too chilly for that, and also I've got my usual pleasing amount of work to do, and I have to admit, as to a slight feeling of anticlimax in this mail haul video, because I earlier today did a Zoom chat with the author William Martin. I always forget what a fun it is, how enjoyable it is to talk to Bill Martin, and we did a Zoom chat about his forthcoming book, which we've seen on this channel. It's uploading, so it'll be in your daily mass of Steve videos. But it's really, just talking to the camera after talking to a person is always a little bit of a step. But we'll see what we have here. We'll see if any of it is of interest. One of them is this big white envelope, and the other is a box. So I'll have to hope for. All right, the first one is a finished copy. Very good. We want finished copies. Let's see here. Okay, all right. This is coming out in early April. That's good. April finished copies are very good. This is coming out in early April, and it is called I Was the President's Mistress, with 2 exclamation points, by Miguel Sijuko, with blurbs from Elif Batuman and also Salman Rushdie. Let's see here. This is the winner of the Man Asian Literary Prize, or the author won the Man Asian Literary Prize for Ilustrado. And this is his audacious and thrilling second novel, an unflinching satire about power, corruption, sex, and all the other topics you were told never to discuss in polite company. 21st century talks about nothing else in all companies and by ourselves. But once upon a time, yes, that was true. First came the sexy gate scandal, then an impeachment trial, finally a battle royale for the presidency. At the center of this political typhoon is Vita Nova, the most famous movie star in the Philippines and a former paramour of the country's most powerful man. Now, for the first time ever, she bears herself completely in a tell-all memoir that puts the sensational in sensationalistic. The setting, a sweating, heaving country. The time, right now. The plot, a drug war rages, an assassin brandishes a pistol, a damsel rises from ashes to power, and a government teeters on the brink. Among the players, a dreamer who boxed and acted his way to the presidency, his Koran-toting nemesis in the Senate, a horny bishop, a cowboy-turned-warlord, a poor little rich boy dying with his dynasty, a washed-up reporter redeemed by one last scoop, a high school sweetheart driven mad by decades of disappointment, and an American naval officer tempting our heroine with a way out. As Vita warns, viewer discretion is advised. All right, this is sounding like a lot of fun. In this masterful novel, the author's signature style, hilarious, insightful, playful, provocative, animates 13 indelible voices whose stories present a cross-section of a complicated society. I Was the President's Mistress, with 2 exclamation points. Hurtles headlong into love, politics, faith, history, memory, and the ongoing war over who will tell the stories the world will know as truth. Okay, I don't see how I could not be on board with this. And it's early April, so I will read this tonight and get a flavor for it and get a feeling for what it's like. I wonder how it starts. Are you curious to see? I confess I'm sold already, but I wonder how it starts. Let's give it a try. There's a content warning, there's a publisher's note, and the content warning, the publisher's note, all of that is in on the joke. It's all part of this being a memoir of that character. and it starts with an email. Happy holidays, old man. Hope your new bride kept you cozy during the blizzard. Congrats again. Been seeing photos on Facebook. I miss Manhattan mornings after snowfall, a world away from the decidedly exotic tropical craziness of the Pearl of the Orient. Here, the Christmas season begins in August, and our elections are an endless fiesta. Okay, so it's an email. What about starting off the prose? Okay. I know you're wondering. Yes, it's true. Okay, all right. It starts off salacious in a way that I can't read on this channel. The very first sentence starts off that way. Okay, well, I was the president's mistress. Starts us off, and then we have the box, and it's got a little weight to it. So this could also be a finished copy. That would be really, really good. Because it's time to assemble the May book section, right? Finished copies are good. They are excellent things to send out to you. What do we got here? Oh no! This is, despite it being in a box and being heavier than I Was the President's Mistress, this is not a finished copy. This is an advanced copy from Tor. Fantastic. Glad that I'm getting more and more stuff from them. This is huge. This is the requisite gigantic fantasy novel. 800 pages long. This will do for your March of the Mammoths. This is R.R. Verdi's book, The First Binding. I don't want to block the beam. Oh, I guess she's not looking at us, so we don't have to worry. The First Binding. Lovely romance cover, or fantasy cover. Great big thing. This comes out in August. With a cover blurb by Jim Butcher. Okay, so is this going to have a fantasy novel map? Oh, and it's dedicated to Jim Butcher. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Because that means his blurb doesn't mean anything. That means there's a relationship there. So he's helping a student or a friend, an apprentice of some kind. But it's not like the book was sent out to somebody who read it and was captivated by it. He was going to blurb it anyway. Okay. Well, that's it's great. It's great for the author that they get a high-profile blurb on the cover. But once you know that, I don't know. I would have dedicated this to somebody else, I think. But I don't have a sheet for this, so let's just read about it. There's barely any description. It starts off with a quote from the book. Judge me for what you will, but you will hear my story first. I buried the village of Ampur under a mountain of ice and snow. Then I killed their god. I've stolen old magics and been cursed for it. I started a war with those who walked before mankind and lost the princess I loved, and I wanted to save. I've called lightning and bound fire. I am legend, and I am a monster. My name is Ari, and this is the story of how I let loose the first evil. Thus begins the tale of a storyteller who met a singer on the run and looking for obscurity in a tavern bar. But neither sin nor enemy is easily forgotten. No one can escape their past, no matter how they may strive, and all stories must come to an end. Okay. Okay, if you could ease up on the cliches just a bit. Plenty of people can escape their past, and not all stories come to an end. Plenty of stories just keep going. We could just ease up on the platitudes just a bit. That would be great. But it doesn't tell us anything. That doesn't tell me anything about the story. Do we have any kind of maybe a summary on the inside? No, we don't. Okay, well then I can't tell you anything about this. I imagine when I get a finished copy, it'll have Dust Jacket copy. But right now, it's just that in August, a big, fat, epic fantasy is coming your way from the folks at Tor, that's wonderful right there. They talk about a track record. They've got a great track record. But I don't know anything about the book. All I have are these silly platitudes. Neither sin nor enemy is easily forgotten. No one can easily escape their past, no matter how they may strive, and all stories must come to an end. It doesn't tell you anything about the story, but that's all right. If I'm on the list for the advanced copy, maybe I will get the finished copy, and we'll learn more about it at the end of the summer. Long way off, but those of you who are epic fantasy fans, you know that this is coming. You know that this is right around the corner. I Was the President's Mistress is right around the corner. So that's our 2-book mail haul for today. More mail might be on the way, but I'm going to dedicate the evening to writing, so I won't be paying attention. But anyway, uh, I'll wrap this up for now. I'm tremendously happy that I got a chance to talk to Bill Martin. That's always fun. I'm also tremendously happy that our live stream last night worked. I know I said that during the live stream, but I'm very happy that it went off without a hitch. It didn't abruptly end. It didn't refuse to end. I was able to call it to a halt, and it is available on my channel for you to look at. And it was also a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun to talk with you all, in as close as we are ever going to come to you being in this room. So definitely count on more of those. But in the meantime, I'm going to wrap this up for now, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.